What's up everyone? Welcome back. And if you are new here, I'm Eric Shoji, professional and Olympic volleyball player. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things volleyball. Alright everyone, before we get into today's video, here's a quick update from my season here in Poland. The Polish Plus Liga is really heating up, as you'll see to my right. Here are the standings as they are today. In first place, we have Jastrzębie, then we have Zawiercie, Warszawa, Lublin. In fifth place, we have us, Zaksa Kozle, although we're pretty much tied with Lublin with one less loss, but that doesn't really matter yet. In sixth place, we have Resovia, then Częstochowa, Skra, Suwałki, Olsztyn, Gdansk, Gorzów, Lwów, Nysa, Będzin, Katowice. And like I said in a previous video, this season is super competitive. 8 teams will make the playoffs, and then the bottom 3 teams at the end of the regular season will be dropping down to the second division. So it's getting crazy, it's getting wild, but that is the update from my season here in Poland. Okay, so for today's video, we're gonna be continuing our series from the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, the men's volleyball quarterfinals. Again, the greatest volleyball day that there has ever been, if I do say so myself. We have watched Japan against Italy, France against Germany, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 4th set from the match between Poland and Slovenia. Now, in the world of volleyball, we know that this matchup is always insane. Slovenia has had Poland's number many times within the past couple of years, even though Poland has been number 1. Slovenia always fights really well against them. So this matchup was really interesting, especially because Poland was feeling the pressure of the quarterfinals. They hadn't won a quarterfinal match in a really long time. This was their match to win, the one match they were looking forward to for this whole Olympic Games, and we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna pick it up in the 4th set, Poland against Slovenia, men's Olympic quarterfinals. Let's do this. All right, we're picking this up in the 4th set. Poland is up 2-1, 15-11 on Slovenia. So they're looking good in this moment to advance to the semifinals. We have Bieniek serving, going with that hybrid serve, perfect pass, nice up, free ball, to the outside, blocked, one-on-one, blocked, one-on-one again, and Mozic from Slovenia puts it away. So I randomly chose this rally and I didn't realize that this was such an amazing play. But first of all, let's just start off with this serve. Bieniek has one of the best serves in the world because he can do a float, and then he has this nasty topspin hybrid, basically a jump serve. But they handle it well, set the bic, and then middle blockers playing defense. We love to see it. He just gets his body in the way and then gets it up to give Poland a chance. Puts up over free ball, always free balls to 1 or to 2 basically these days in pro volleyball. Double block, double cover, one more, and then he hits it even sharper for the point. So that's one thing about Poland, is that they're gonna make you work for every single point. You could see that Slovenia had a perfect pass and then a couple of basic free ball covers that they couldn't put away because Poland just put so much pressure on you with block and defense. It took them, 3 or 4 swings to finally get that point, and that's one reason why Poland is so good. Okay, 12-15, Slovenia serving. We're now, wow, perfect to the corner. You can see right here. I mean, even if Zatorski had stayed in his position, I'm not sure he would have played that ball because he thought it was out. But what's interesting is that players receiving in position 1, they often take that little step in. You can see that right here. Let's watch it again. Little step in. And that creates balance issues. Trust me, I have this problem. Is that when you take a quick step to the left, it's really hard to move back right. So it's really important in position 1. If you're going to pass there, if you're gonna take that step left, take it early, be balanced, and be ready to move back to your right if it goes there. We're now serving again, 13-15, tries it again, but hits it out. Okay, 16-13, Kurek serving, my teammate here in Kędzierzyn. You know, Bartek, you're so welcome that I picked that clip, because that is an ace for you. Bartek is someone that works on his serve a lot every day, stays after training a lot to work on this. And what's really interesting about his serve is that it's very heavy. It doesn't always have the most velocity, but just the way it comes at you, and sometimes it just doesn't have clean spin, which you can see here. So the combination of that heavy serve plus kind of floaty ball, it can be really hard to pass. And what I really enjoy in training that we have is kind of this battle of him serving, me passing, and seeing who kind of wins that serve pass battle. In this game, Kurek, you won that. 17-13. Woo! And then he goes with this side spin serve. Look at this. But they handle it really well. 4 meters. Again, great block touch. And through that block. So this is a lot of Poland's strategy, you know, in matches these days, is just serving really hard like this, getting a team out of system, and then putting up a strong block right there. If you get a team 3, 4, 5 meters off the net, your block has a better chance to be well formed like this, and that's what Poland does a really good job of. But Slovenia is covering really well, which is impressive, and giving themselves second chances to have opportunities like this. You can see this block wasn't quite as formed, although it looks pretty good. He sneaks it through the seam for the point. Kozamernik serving, he has a really good serve. He does a float and also hybrid. That one hits the tape, kind of for more of an easier ball. Sometimes when these float serves hit the tape and they continue to go long, it creates a spin, which helps you pass that. If it just trickles over the net, no thank you. But this one you could see kind of goes a little bit further. Perfect pass for Kochanowski, who rips it for the point. I mean, basically unstoppable. Leon serving 18-14. Serves it out. Both teams are being so aggressive right now. 15 serving, 18, Stern serving. Woo! Great fight off there. Good block, good defense. They gotta put this away. And they do. That is a huge point. What I really like was, first of all, that serve, he just ripped it. But what Zatorsky does here is just fight it off. You can see at the last moment, he kind of brings his chest up and his shoulders back. And that's to bring this ball off the net. It's more important to get this ball up and off the net instead of putting it perfect or maybe over the net. That way you give your offense a chance to score a point. Shoulders up, beautiful, super solid. Gives them a great chance to score a point. But Slovenia has a great block, a great dig, and then Stern, who just served that ball, gets it inside that block into the corner for the point. Great transition point by Slovenia. 16 serving 18 out of the timeout. Woo! That was a rip. Wow. Slovenia is coming back with a vengeance right now, but you could see this serve kind of just had some funky spin. He almost went thumb down or wrist away or out of shoulder. We kind of call it all three of those things, which made the spin go back to Zatorsky's left. The last one went to the right. This one goes to his left, which makes it tricky to pass. And there's just so much speed on that. I wish we knew how fast that was, but they get a free ball. Perfect pass. Outside one-on-one for Chebul to smash it down the line. Great play by Slovenia. Okay, now it's 17-18. It's getting dicey here. Again, a rip to area 6. Did he hit it out? But again, what's impressive is that Zatorsky is adjusting here. Last one he put over the net. This one he changes it a little bit. You can see his shoulders just came up a little, which is great in this situation because he brings it off the net and saves the ball. And then Kurek hits it out. They're gonna challenge for a touch, but they don't get it. So it's now 18-18. Poland's up 2-1. All they wanna do is get out of this quarterfinal match, and it's getting crazy right now. They were just winning by 4. Let's see what happens. 18 all. Wow. Wow. I mean, service error, but how this happened? He rips this ball. Usually balls off the net won't go out like this, but in this tournament specifically, this net was really tight. And as passers, you kind of have to adjust for that. But that ball bounced off the tape and bounced out. That rarely happens, except for nets that are like this. And I remember it being pretty challenging to kind of adjust for that. But that's a big service error. And I'm pretty sure Poland breathed a sigh of relief there because they got that side out. Okay, Kochanowski served, high ball. Transition for Poland. They are basically unstoppable in situations like this. So high ball, I mean, it is 3 meters off the net, but it's pushed a little bit, so it's gonna be a high ball. And then it gets a little bit wide. In general, we've talked about this before. We want our high ball sets to be a little bit more inside than this. And you can see Chebel comes in for this approach a little bit more inside. The ball gets wide, so he has to roll shot it. Fornal makes a great move here. Instead of blocking, to just get that roll shot. Bieniek gets up in transition. Middles always work to get up, and they put it away. That's it. Nice point by them. So out of the timeout, Slovenia called a timeout. Kochanowski serving 2018. He usually serves 5-6. Good fight off. No, he hit it out. So again, this is just a great serve, and we can see the Slovenia receiver here, Wernau, cushion this by falling back, but also bring his shoulders up just a little bit to bring it off the net, which is a great job. And then here, woo, Stern has some line here to hit, but he just goes a little bit too thumb down, too wrist away, and hits it out on the line. That side out would have made it 19-20, but now it's 21-18, and Poland is looking pretty good to take this set. 21-18 serving. No way. No way. Right after I say that this tape is bouncy and goes the other way, Kochanowski gets this. He does hit it pretty low on the tape and it goes over. But a perfect dribble ace serve with the net cord at 21-18 in the fourth set. That is worth celebrating, but also like, oh, we'll take that point. We don't care, no matter what. That's a big, big point. 22-18. Again, a great serve, high ball, Chebel, block out. What's really tough in that last point is that when you get a trickle over the net ace like that as a team that got aced, normally you're like, okay, let's move on. Let's move on, nothing we can do here. But that was at 21-18 in the fourth set, down 2-1. It's honestly just a little bit heartbreaking, and you could kind of see how Slovenia was a little bit deflated from that. But what's impressive is that they come back with this side out. They fight it off the net, high ball, giving themselves a chance, and then he hits it high hands and gets a block out. That's a really impressive side out to come back after that kind of deflating ace that they just had. So now Chebel's serving 19-22. He's got to go for it here. Just out. So service errors, let's talk about them. Men's volleyball, if you put over an easy serve, maybe you're gonna get lucky and get a real point or get a break point. In most situations, if you give an easy serve or a free ball, the other team is gonna score the point. It's just the way men's volleyball is. At this point, 19 serving 22, he has to go for a serve to score a break point. If he puts a lollipop in, they're gonna lose the set. So while service errors are frustrating, I get it as a viewer, he has to go for that serve. That's just the way it is in this situation. So I do not blame him for that. Now Poland's up 23-19. They're seeing the finish line, Kaczmarek serving. Also, in this situation, Poland is still being aggressive, but in general, you can be a little bit more conservative if you're in Poland's situation in this match. They're up by 4, 2 points to go. Slovenia is feeling the pressure to have to score points, to side out, to serve strong. If you just put the ball in, maybe you're gonna get a block, maybe you're gonna get a real point, but if you don't, it's kind of like, let's just move on and try to get the next side out. So I don't think this was Łukasz's strongest serve, but he puts it in a zone that he wants to and makes Slovenia side out. Perfect pass. No. Again, a little bit more of a conservative shot. Rhythm not really there for Slovenia. And then a tool off the line. So again, Slovenia feeling it. They need these points. They need these side outs. But you can see Poland kind of just move on. Let's get the side out. Next point, here we go. Unfortunately, this is where Bieniek got injured for Poland and he was out for the rest of the Olympics and a lot of this Polish Plus Liga. So I didn't really know what happened there, but yeah, that kind of sucked for him. And I'm sorry that happened. All right, 2023, again, they got to go for it. Serve it out, match point for Poland. Fornal, 24-20, quarterfinals. Again, off that tape, but you can see how much spin that ball has after the tape. And actually I had a hard time the first match we played with that ball, but it's okay. They get a pass about 3 meters off the net. They set it back to Stern, who hits it through the seam. But because he's kind of going for a block, he hits it out, and Poland wins their Olympic quarterfinal against Slovenia, 3-1, 25-20. And you can see here how much it really means to them. Congrats to Poland, 3-1. All right, everyone, another crazy match from the Paris Olympic Games. Congrats to Poland for that win. They advanced to the semifinals where they played against us. I really don't think that video gave Slovenia the justice that they deserved for the amazing volleyball that they have been playing the last couple of years. They have really been fighting for medals, challenged every team, challenged Poland, beat us. You know, they're just a great team with a lot of talent. So I just want to give kudos to them for playing well the last couple of years and really competing well in this tournament itself. But in the end, I think Poland's depth, their overall talent, their service pressure, their block pressure was just too much for Slovenia in the end and too much for basically every team in the tournament. That is really their style. They play it well. They're talented. They have that depth, like I said. And I think that is why they were able to win this quarterfinal match. But anyway, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you learned a little bit. I know that I did. One more video to come in this series, USA against Brazil, coming soon. But as usual, I hope you all have a great day. Get out, play some volleyball if you can, have some fun, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.